Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
you're listening to House of Cards.
Today, the game is different.
I want to gamble. Gambling is a very serious business. Is that clear?
Welcome to House of Cards. Dave Weischadle with you here, deep from the swamps of Jersey. We got a great show coming up for you. You know, usually during the show, I get to interview some of the biggest newsmakers in the gaming and casino industries. But this week, I'm going to be joined by the House of Cards executive producer, Doug Weischadle, and we're going to actually talk about some of the biggest news stories happening in the gaming and casino industry. Whether it be casinos, sports betting, iGaming, esports, the gaming industry is constantly changing, and Doug's going to pick a couple of the biggest stories that occur in the last month, and we're going to talk about them and see what they mean for the gaming industry. So when we come back, we're talking about some of the biggest gaming and casino news stories of the month. So stick around. We'll be right back with House of Cards.
You may want to attend college,
but you have a full-time job and kids that need your full-time attention.
How can you possibly attend college?
You learn online at South University.
Earn your degree while you still earn a paycheck.
Take care of your future while you take care of your children.
Earn your degree any hour, any day, from anywhere.
And the credit transfer policies also make it easier to return to college.
Earn your degree online from instructors who go way beyond the classroom to help their students change their lives.
And help their students change the lives of their children.
Learn online at South University.
Call 800-829-8056.
College is a road to your destination.
And every journey begins with a starting point.
Start from South University online.
The convenience of taking classes where you want.
The flexibility of taking classes when you want.
So you can become who you want.
South University online.
Call 800-829-8056. That's 800-829-8056.
Hey, this is Dave Weischadle from House of Cards with your House of Cards gaming report for the week of June 16, 2025. The New York Attorney General sent cease and desist letters to 26 online platforms that are offering players slots, table games, and sports betting which fall under the sweepstakes casino and sportsbook model. As a result, all 26 platforms are ending the sale of sweepstakes coins in the state of New York. The sweepstakes platforms use virtual coins that could be exchanged for cash and prizes, which is considered a prohibited activity under New York state law. Penn Entertainment announced the launch of its first ever PGA Tour branded online blackjack game. The PGA Blackjack game will be available in New Jersey via Hollywood Casino and in Ontario through the Score Casino, with more locations to be announced soon. The new game offers classic blackjack gameplay plus poker and pair side bets. The online table game features official PGA Tour logos, chips, custom playing cards, and golf-themed celebrations. And finally, Light & Wonder debuted its new online casino game. Ultimate Firelink Cash Falls by the Bay combines two games into one, Ultimate Firelink and Cash Falls. The game is live on Caesars Palace Online Casino, Caesars Sportsbook and Casino, and Horseshoe Online Casino. Online players can play the game in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Michigan, and Ontario. I may go check it out right now. Have any news or tips regarding casinos, gaming, or legislation? Send us an email at newsroom@houseofcardsradio.com and follow us on X at HOC Radio.
You're listening to House of Cards. Check us out at houseofcardsradio.com.
We must get her back. I'll be satisfied if we get her half back. I'll take a quarter back. In fact, I'll take Notre Dame in 2 points.
Oh, you want 2 points?
I certainly do.
Well, you got 'em.
Oh!
Welcome back to House of Cards. Dave Weischadle with you here. House of Cards is brought to you by BetMGM Casino. Play your favorite casino games at BetMGM Online Casino. Go to BetMGM Casino, create an account using our promo code Turnpike, and become a verified player. New players get $25 free when signing up, plus a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's promo code Turnpike at BetMGM.com for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 free. Must be 21 years or older to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This exit, we're going to be doing our typical esports industry discussion here, but this is kind of a little different because it actually brings in what we are seeing in the online casino and online sports betting industry, and that's identity verification.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I think everything has the double authentication kind of thing. Or what's interesting, some sports books, you can either do like a text to your phone, or you can download an app that's an authenticator kind of thing. So different numbers. So it's pretty cool.
Well, the first thing we're going to be talking about, there's two companies here that are actually kind of leading the field, or at least in the news lately, that have been dealing with the digital identity verification. One is dealing with players who compete in the sim racing events.
Okay.
This company called Creds, that's the platform that's credentials, Creds. What this will enable one of the platforms, AK Esports, to do is generate verifiable digital IDs for drivers who compete in those events.
Let me tell you something. That's incredibly important, I think, for especially when there's so much prize money and so much sponsorship money involved in these tournaments and these events. Yeah, absolutely. You have to know who's on the other side of it, especially if they're not all in one room. You know, we talk about tournaments where esport teams are all in one room and all in one place,
where you can verify everything.
And, you can verify it, give me your ID and things like that. But when people are in other places and competing in tournaments and things like that, so I think it's incredibly important.
And what these digital identification creds will do, number one, it alleviates concerns about cheating, because according to reports in this regarding from creds here, there is rampant substitution of sim racers.
Okay.
Somebody registers, but it's somebody else racing.
Yeah. No, that's a huge thing. Whatever you're doing online. Look, we're in World Series of Poker time, and, there are a lot of online bracelet events, and you definitely want to know who's playing and who's at the other end of that.
Is it a person or is it a bot?
Well, that's
or is
what
it
I'm
somebody
saying.
else?
This is a huge issue. Regardless of if it's esports or online casinos, even online sports betting, it's just one of those things. It's so important.
And what this also creds will allow the teams to do is track the person's stats better.
Okay.
And make the teams better in terms of competition. And there's so many different ways you can do with this. The digital IDs can be stored in secured wallets, so you can transfer from platform to platform.
Okay.
Once you sign up through Creds, you can actually, it's almost like an ID that you put into your digital wallet and carry with you.
I'm still wrapping my head around the digital wallet thing. So, I really have to look and think hard about this digital wallet, because it's in the news a lot lately, these digital wallets and things like that, especially when you're trying to verify who owns the digital wallet and what IDs are in the digital wallet. So,
One aspect of it is when sponsorship comes into play. The sponsors can look at it and verify the guy's stats.
There is so much money in esport competition, so you have to have something like this.
Yep. And the other company is PlaySafe ID, which is a brand new startup. They just got a bunch of pre-seed funding. This is geared toward preventing cheating, hacking, predators, bots, all that stuff out of the games. And this is not just for sim racing, but all the way across the board, all different kinds of games.
I got to tell you, if you want to do a startup in the gaming industry, this is where you do your startup. These ID things and these, verification platforms, and it's just such a huge issue for everyone in the online space. So.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how in the sports betting and the online casino, the big thing was KYC, know your customer. Yeah. And that's where you fill out your ID and verify everything. And this is similar to that, but this is, I think, a little bit more of a step forward, because it can actually follow the player more so. I mean, you have to do it each and every place.
Oh, yeah.
If you do it in one place, like Creds or this PlaySafe ID, you just insert your actual account from those things into wherever you're playing.
Like I said, there is a couple of different ways to the two-step authentication. One is they send it to a text and you tap it, and then you at the very top you put it to a clipboard and then cut and paste it into
or
the
just
thing.
type it in.
Or there's other ones where I also said there's an authenticator where, it's a different app and you have the number and you just put the number in where you're supposed to put your authentication in. Then they have one where it goes to your text or something like that, but it pops up and you just hit allow and the number goes right into the place where you're supposed to put the number for your second authentication.
You allow the software to read your
which,
text.
by the way, is the best one for me. I love doing that because I don't have to cut and paste and do this because I never cut and paste right because I never put my thumb on it long enough to have it copied. So, no, I love that one, allow.
Yeah.
So, but that's my favorite one. So, there's so many different ways to do it. And it's an indication, again, how important it is to the gaming industry.
Yeah, and with digital IDs like these that we're talking about, alleviates even that necessary. You don't need the two-factor because the digital ID, once you register for a tournament with that, it's all there. Your stats, who you are, your personal information is going to be kept in the digital ID, kept in your digital wallet that you take to your digital game. So kind of interesting to see the growing trends in the video game industry, mirroring what's going on with the casino industry.
We're going to take a quick break right now. House of Cards, stick with us.
Rated in the best hearing aids of 2024, the Audien Atom 2 series offers superior sound quality and functionality for a fraction of the price. For just $189 a pair, the Atom 2 features 4 different hearing modes for all types of hearing loss. It packs crystal clear sound, a nearly invisible design, and is even rechargeable.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids. They're so comfortable, I forget I'm wearing them. And the sound is amazing.
The Atom Pro 2 is our smallest hearing aid yet, featuring advanced background noise cancellation and is the world's first hearing aid with built-in UV cleaning that kills 99% of bacteria.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed without seeing a doctor or having a hearing test.
Join over 500,000 happy customers today and get the hearing you deserve.
Call 1-800-457-0924 or go to audienhearing.com to get your pair of Audien hearing aids starting at just $189.
Sometimes life is wonderful, and sometimes it's not. Cherish the good, but always be prepared for life's challenges. At Private Healthcare, we provide the peace of mind you deserve. With Private Healthcare, you'll get the coverage you want and healthcare you need. If your employer doesn't supply healthcare coverage and you don't qualify for Medicare or Medicaid, you need to give us a call right now. Private Healthcare is private health insurance for ages 65 and under with medical, dental, vision, and even prescription coverage. When life comes at you unexpectedly, you need to be ready. And health insurance is your financial safety net. Health insurance has never been so easy and affordable. If you're looking for health coverage at the best price and your annual household income is $35,000 or more, give us a call at 800-733-6860. 800-733-6860.
You're listening to the House of Cards.
Whoa! I think we got a show.
Oh, yeah, we got a show.
We definitely got a show.
Oh, yeah, there's a show. Hey, it's all about ratings, baby, and we got them.
Welcome back to House of Cards. Dave Weischadle with you.
House of Cards is brought to you by BetMGM Casino. Play your favorite casino games at BetMGM Online Casino. Go to BetMGM Casino, create an account using our promo code Turnpike, and become a verified player. New players get $25 free when signing up, plus a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's promo code Turnpike at BetMGM.com for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 free. Must be 21 years or older to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
For those of you just joining us, I am talking with House of Cards executive producer Doug Weischadle, talking about some of the biggest gaming and casino news stories of the month.
This exit, we're going to be talking Epic Games. We're not even going to be really talking about Epic Games putting out new games. We're going to be talking about all the time they've spent in court.
Okay.
They had resolutions to 2 court situations. I don't want
court situations.
I don't want to call them cases because there was a lot of different administrative stuff going on. One with the Apple Store.
Okay.
Also the App Store in the United States versus UK versus worldwide. And the other one was a patent infringement suit from a company out of Canada suing them.
All right.
And that one's been going on
Suing
for a couple
who?
of years. Epic.
Okay, Epic.
Yeah. Epic was kicked out of basically all the app stores, the Apple App Store.
Okay.
For about 5 years.
Okay.
And they went to court over it, administrative and all that other jazz. And they went and they've been fighting Apple, trying to get their app put back into the store because 5 years ago when they got kicked off of the Apple system, they had 116 million users just from Apple.
Okay.
So when Apple knocked them out of the...
Why did Apple knock them out?
Because they needed a revenue share deal to continue on. Apple wanted not just a revenue share from the app itself, in-app purchases. Mm-hmm. They had to give Apple a chunk, or Apple wanted a chunk. A lot of app makers went ahead and did that, which I think was kind of stupid. Mm-hmm. But they wanted to stay on the App Store. Epic decided, no, we're not going to do that, so they were banned from the App Store for 5 years.
Wow. Okay.
The Apple Store.
Okay.
You can't call it an Apple app; it's Apple Store because app is in the word Apple.
Okay.
And just recently, after 5 years, they got brought back into the UK by Apple.
Okay.
The Apple Store in the UK put them on, and then just recently, following that, a couple weeks later, the Apple Store in the US brought them back in.
Okay.
Now, whether or not
I saw
there was
something like this on the news, I think it was it's one of the big games.
It was Fortnite.
It was Fortnite. Yeah, I think I saw that in the news. So yeah, okay, all right.
Well, the Fortnite.
I mean, it was big enough to make the local news in New York. So it's one of those things where it was an important decision, I guess, or important, it was one of those things where it affects so many people. And anytime you go into the mall, I'm not even talking about the App Store, whatever you call it.
Store.
The Apple, when you walk by, it's always so crowded in there. And
I'm still trying to figure out what they're doing.
I'm not an Apple person. I got Android, so I'm kind of outside looking in those stores. I always wonder what the hell they're doing, or are they downloading these apps? Is that what's happening?
I think they're getting trained on them, or they're exchanging phones.
I don't know what happens in that Apple Store. So.
I don't know, but it's very intense.
It's always crowded.
It's very intense in there too, because you see people huddled over their machines. Mm-hmm. But the other thing, since you brought up Fortnite, the other Epic Games issue that just got resolved did involve Fortnite as well.
Okay, another maybe is this the one I was? I don't even. It was in the background. I heard Apple and I heard Fortnite, and I was like, I don't know what the hell's going on. So there's another Fortnite.
They've been in court on a patent infringement lawsuit.
Okay,
for a $32.5 million patent infringement lawsuit brought by Canadian virtual reality company Utherverse Digital.
Okay,
and what Utherverse Digital was suing Epic on was a violation of several of their patents, or they alleged violation of several of their patents regarding Fortnite having virtual concerts inside the game.
Okay.
Especially Ariana Grande and Travis Scott concerts.
Ariana Grande.
Whatever. I don't even listen to her, so I don't even know what her songs are.
So wait. So they're claiming that they're in the game Fortnite?
They are. Fortnite's been having concerts.
They've had concerts.
They had Metallica
as
concerts
as
in the game.
Is that a copyright issue too? Or
well, they get copyright licenses from the bands and all that
stuff.
Like that. Yeah,
so
they worked out deals with them.
So what's the problem with having? I mean, if they worked out deals with the band, why is this other company suing them?
The virtual representation of the bands, and the music playing there, according to this Canadian company, violated all their patents.
Okay.
They alleged that it violated all their patents to create virtual concerts.
All right.
And yeah, there's so many different ways you can go about doing this.
It's an interesting case.
Yeah.
So what happened with it?
It just got resolved in favor of Epic.
Okay.
And so they don't owe this Canadian company anything. According to the court ruled, they didn't violate any of the patents.
I'm trying to figure out, was there specific kind of technology that had to be used to show these concerts? Because if you do a deal with a band and you have, everyone's having virtual reality now in their games. I'm just curious about the actual programming that was used. Are they claiming that they took the specific programs? Are they taking specific bands? Are they
no?
What are they claiming that was allegedly taken?
The company doesn't have any right to the music or the bands or anything, but they claim they had the process of virtualizing them, I guess is a word to put. And I don't think this would have been a problem if the one concert, Travis Scott's Astronomical concert, that was his tour Astronomical, made history as Fortnite's largest in-game concert gathering, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
28 million unique players went to the concert.
Okay.
And Epic made money off selling virtual tickets
Sure.
to the concert.
Sure.
I'm wondering if that didn't happen, would this lawsuit have come about?
I'm just trying to figure out, is the Canadian company saying that, no one else in the whole wide
That's
world
what they were claiming.
Can do virtual concerts?
Well,
I don't know what they're claiming.
From what I read in the reports,
are they alleging that certain type of technology was used?
That's what they're saying.
Okay.
What happened was the result and the movements and what was coming out virtually was very similar, if not incredibly similar, to what happens when you use their patented technology to do the concerts.
Huh. Okay.
And the court listened to it, and this has been going on for a couple of years now, and they ruled in favor of Epic. And so $32.5 million lawsuit is gone right now because of this. Although they did get a small victory, this Canadian company.
Okay.
Epic went after their patents, trying to invalidate them.
Oh, okay.
And the court said, no, they're valid.
Okay.
So small victory there for the Canadian company, but Epic won overall.
All right.
One other quick note, and I thought this was kind of an interesting deal. We've got Audi, the car manufacturer, doing a deal with a company called Vertigear for a series of gaming chairs that are going to be branded Audi.
That's big business.
Yes.
I was in, I can say Staples.
Yeah.
And they had all the gaming chairs. Do they have speakers in them or what?
Some do.
I'm not a gaming kind of guy, so I don't have a gaming chair. So I just want, they're expensive as hell. I'll tell you that.
Three different models. And these sound like cars, to be honest with you.
All right.
The SL30.
They look comfortable. I mean, they have that high back
these are high end gaming chairs right now. The SL3800 Audi edition.
All right.
By the way, that's going to be going for $600 American. The SL5800 RS edition.
All right.
Which is going to go for $700.
Wow. Okay.
And then the PL 4800 Audi Sport Edition is also going to go for $700.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, so it's really high end, very German automaker style kind of stuff.
I didn't sit in one. I should do. Next time I go to one of those office stores, I should sit in one of those gaming chairs. So.
They're going to be patented ergonomic innovations included in all these chairs. They haven't announced what the actual innovations are going to be. So I thought that was kind of an interesting
chairs
deal.
To sit. My back is not the best in the world, so I wonder if that's pretty good. I mean, I should try one of those things. I'm not going to pay $700 for a chair.
Well, maybe for Audi.
Well, yeah, maybe for Audi. But
pay for quality, I guess.
I guess, but I have to sit in it. Then I'd make the decision whether I'm going to buy it. But I don't know.
We're going to take a quick break right now. House of Cards, stick with us.
Sign up at jackpot.com and you can bet on the world's best lotteries where the biggest jackpots are up for grabs. Powerball, Mega Millions, some of the biggest lotteries can be found at jackpot.com. Simply choose your lotto game, pick your numbers, or use their quick pick feature, and you're done. Sign up at jackpot.com with code DRAW24 and get a free lottery ticket with your first deposit. Jackpot.com, it's the world of lotto in your hand. Terms and conditions apply. You must be at least 18 years old and in the United States to play. Void where prohibited. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
With costs going up, Adam & Eve is the best deal around. With 50% off a sexy adult product at adamandeve.com. That's 50% off right now when you point the camera on your smartphone at the code on the screen. Don't get up. Just open your camera and point it at the screen. Hurry! You'll also get 10 free gifts, including free discreet shipping at checkout. This is your chance to get more for less. So scan now for 50% off plus 10 free gifts from adamandeve.com.
Hey, this is Dave Weischadle from TurnpikeSports with this week's Bet Flash. With its February sports betting report, the state of Arizona became the 8th state in the post-PASPA era to pass $2 billion in gross gaming revenue. February was also the 4th consecutive month Arizona's handle surpassed Nevada's handle. And with Arizona reporting its February numbers, we can now tell you what the top 10 states are in February for handle. Number 1, New York. Number 2, Illinois, followed by New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Arizona, Massachusetts, Nevada, Virginia, and coming in at 10th, North Carolina. And finally, BetMGM announced that the company is the exclusive online casino and sportsbook partner of the WNBA's Las Vegas Aces. This is BetMGM's first major partnership with a women's professional sports franchise. The deal, which runs through the 2027 season, includes signage at Michelob Ultra Arena at Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino, as well as sponsorship across the Aces' social media platforms. BetMGM will also serve as an authorized gaming partner of the WNBA through the 2027 season. From the seaside to the desert, from the betting lines to the sites online, Turnpike Sports has got you covered. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at TurnpikeSports.
You're listening to House of Cards.
Where was the house? Where was the House of Cards?
Welcome back to House of Cards. Dave Weischadle with you. House of Cards is brought to you by BetMGM Casino. Play your favorite casino games at BetMGM Online Casino. Go to BetMGM Casino, create an account using our promo code Turnpike, and become a verified player. New players get $25 free when signing up, plus a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's promo code Turnpike at BetMGM.com for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 free. Must be 21 years or older to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. For those of you just joining us, I am talking with House of Cards executive producer Doug Weischadle, talking about some of the biggest gaming and casino news stories of the month.
Next up, we're going to be going into the world of blockchain and ticketing.
Ticketing? You mean like tickets
Ticket
to an
agencies.
event? Okay.
Yeah. We've got Sports Illustrated tickets. Boy, they're doing everything since they stopped that magazine.
So Sports Illustrated. I thought they were going out of business a couple years ago.
The
now,
magazine
all of a sudden,
went out of business.
Everything is Sports Illustrated this, Sports Illustrated that. They have something here in New Jersey. I think it's at one of the racetracks or one of the arenas, something like that. So Sports Illustrated's everywhere.
Yeah,
you know?
now that the magazine's gone,
yeah,
you can't swing
gone?
a dead cat without
I don't know if
seeing
it's
Sports
gone.
Illustrated.
I mean, as a kid,
it's
I
still
was
digital.
a subscriber.
It's digital, but it's not a
All
paper
right.
one.
Okay.
I think maybe the swimsuit issue is still paper.
I have no idea. I don't know anymore.
But we're going to be dealing here with Sports Illustrated tickets. And by the way, during this conversation, you'll see another Sports Illustrated entity we're going to be talking about.
Okay.
But Sports Illustrated tickets wants to compete with StubHub and Vivid Seats for a secondary market share of the secondary marketplace.
Well, they certainly have the name for it.
Yes.
Their name in the industry is like legendary, so certainly they have that as a marketing tool.
But, and I'm going to use the term everybody's using now in this industry, they want to be among the first to disrupt how sports properties can conduct their business in the ticket sale arena.
Okay.
Basically, they want to take a useless digital ticket stub and turn it into something more.
All right.
Fan engagement. What they're doing is they're minting their own NFT tickets.
Okay.
They're turning, it's not a regular ticket, it's just NFT ticket on the Avalanche platform.
Mm-hmm.
And what this does, number one, it does reduce fraud when you're showing fake tickets, electronic tickets. Data insights are improved because of all the data collected for the NFTs. And it's just one of those things where, what do you do with it after the concert? What do you do with it after the sporting event? What do you do with it before?
A lot of people collect them. I mean, that has to be a hit to that collector market kind of thing, because I know a lot of people keep their stubs and stuff like that. But everything is on your phone now. All your tickets are on your phone. There was I was watching New Jersey news, and they had because of congestion pricing going into Manhattan, everyone's looking for alternatives to get into New York. And in one of the bus companies, they were doing a story on one of the bus companies, and everyone had their phones out, and everyone had a QR code, and they showed you just buzzing the ticket in, and so everything's on your phone now. So I don't know if there's in about 5-10 years, there's not going to be any paper tickets left.
Well, what they're doing here, since you're just saying, it's on your phone, when you log into Sports Illustrated Tickets, you get your own vault for your tickets.
All right.
And when you buy a ticket through SI Tickets, it goes into your vault. Now, what the ticket comes with is almost like a barcode that gets scanned in when you go into the stadium.
Yeah, the bus thing, the bus story I saw news. They all had they were showing how they had one of the guns, and everyone had their phone out, and it was a QR code right on the screen of their phone. So that
Well,
so I'm assuming it's something like that.
Besides that functionality, what SI Tickets is doing is they're transforming the ticket into a pre, current, and post game event kind of system. Before games, before events, you're going to be able to download highlights or previews.
All right.
During the game, you get the highlights. You get other information. You get menu information from the concessions. You get all these other different aspects of in-game around the game itself or around the event itself that you can access.
Probably not.
And then post game, you get highlights. You get memories, all that stuff.
You probably don't have.
It's like getting your digital T-shirt.
You probably don't have this information, and you just made me think the worst thing in the world, the most time-consuming thing, is getting up and then going and ordering food and stuff like that. Is there a way you can order your food while
some stadiums do have that system?
See, I would love that.
You have to go to a stadium that does that.
All right, I see. I would love something like that.
So, but they're trying to make it more engaging to the fan, and also you mentioned people collect their tickets. This is something you can actually hang on to because it gives you highlights, it gives you other pictures, it gives you anything
you said they
associated with the event.
You have a vault, so I'm assuming it's kept in that vault.
Yes. And it's an NFT, so it can be traded again and again and again and again.
All right.
But what we're looking at here, I mentioned SI Tickets now. Sports Illustrated Tickets is going to be working with the New York Red Bulls. And Gotham FC. That's the National Women's Soccer League.
You know what? Red Bull Stadium, that's maybe where I heard something about Sports Illustrated. I think they were doing something about food at different stadiums, and I think they mentioned Sports Illustrated.
According to Sports Illustrated Tickets,
they're doing something with the Red Bull Stadium thing.
According to Sports Illustrated Tickets, the two clubs play their home games at Sports Illustrated Stadium.
Oh, okay.
In Harrison, New Jersey.
All right, okay.
Yep. And
so I didn't know they were the stadium name.
They got
okay.
The Sports Illustrated Stadium will become the first professional stadium in the world to go fully on chain for their ticket sales.
Wow, okay.
Why they're doing the deal with Sports Illustrated Tickets.
Okay.
And I didn't know this. Inside the stadium, there are 40 different locations that feature giant SI covers, images, other stories that you scan using QR codes that are on the frames around the pictures. And that gets all tied into your QR code for your ticket.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so they're actually doing everything all on, they say the phrase, on the chain.
Okay.
So kind of interesting to see what they're doing here. Sports Illustrated Ticket Club at Sports Illustrated Stadium, they're going to be going for $50 a seat, and it includes food and beverage.
Wow. Okay.
So I guess there's a certain limit you can get, but and then you get a free wallet when you sign up for the ticket sales, and you get credits inside the wallet to other purchases.
Okay. All right.
So they're really making it really engaging for anyone to use SI Tickets.
Do not forget your phone when leaving the house.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, I'm assuming
your phone is your whole world now. It's unbelievable.
I'm assuming if you forget your phone.
We always have that joke. I always talk to Dad about it. Would you rather forget your wallet or forget your phone? I mean, you can live without forgetting your wallet at home, but I don't know if you can live with and pay for things with forgetting your phone. So it
depends on how tied your phone is into you. I mean, I don't do any of the online payment things, so I wouldn't miss my phone for, my wallet would be more important to me than the phone right now. Also, my driver's license.
Yeah.
But
soon that's probably going to be on your phone now too. So I don't know.
They're probably just going to have a QR code on your license plate or something for everything with your driver's license and registration information. But again, secondary market for SI tickets. This is actually a great step forward.
We're going to take a quick break right now. House of Cards, stick with us.
With costs going up, Adam and Eve is the best deal around. With 50% off a sexy adult product at adamandeve.com. That's 50% off right now when you point the camera on your smartphone at the code on the screen. Don't get up. Just open your camera and point it at the screen. Hurry! You'll also get 10 free gifts, including free discreet shipping at checkout. This is your chance to get more for less. So scan now for 50% off plus 10 free gifts from adamandeve.com.
Casino. People gotta win sometime.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm a giant, colorful check to deposit.
Welcome to another edition of Beating the House. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're going to be crisscrossing the country, sometimes the continent, sometimes even the world, talking about the latest jackpots in the lottery and casino industries. If it's $100,000 or more, we will be talking about it on the show. Game announcements, jackpot announcements, launches, info at TurnpikeSportsRadio.com. Going to start off this week in our news section here talking a couple new games.
Okay.
Now, one I have played and one I haven't.
Okay. So they're not they're new games?
They're brand new games.
Brand new games. Okay. And you've played one already.
I've already played one.
All right. Okay.
The first one we're going to talk about is from Evolution.
All right.
Now, as everyone knows,
when I think of Evolution, I'm starting to think live dealers.
That's exactly what I was going to go into.
See, I even see going down to Atlantic City, I see a billboard say Evolution, and it's if you want to sign up to be a live dealer, and it's and these live dealers are getting to be celebrities because of the popularities of these games.
Oh yeah, no, don't kid yourself. Everyone loves these things.
I think I've seen that girl from Crazy Time everywhere. I don't know her name, but I see the host.
The main host. She's the main hostess, basically. Yeah. So. But since you mentioned Crazy Time, this brand new game from Evolution, which is on a couple different platforms right now. I've played this on Caesar's Palace Online Casino.
Okay.
It's called Red Door Roulette.
Oh, I've heard about this. I think I've seen some press releases and some social media posts about it.
It combines Lightning Roulette,
which I love. I love playing that stuff.
And Lightning Roulette, as everyone knows, is basically the virtual roulette room. It's not a virtual game. It's the live dealer, the human person.
I'll explain it.
You do it better.
I'll explain it. It's a live dealer, so there's a roulette table and there's a live dealer, And before they spin the wheel, they press a lever, which a pulley or lever, it's not. It's a lever. It's like electric. You ever see Frankenstein? They pull the lever for the electric and the lightning.
That's basically what it is.
And by the way, I don't think it's connected to anything. I think it's just for effect. They pull the lever, then lightning hits the board, and certain numbers pop up, like 16 or 15 or 13, and then each get an extra 100 times or 50 times or 200 times the win if it comes out, if you're on the 16 or whatever the number that the lightning hits. So no, it's a lot of fun, and then they spin it and play it, and it's just it's fast, it's fun, it's a lot of fun to play.
And that's the lightning roulette part of everything.
Okay.
Now, when you're playing, it starts off as lightning roulette.
Okay.
And then it hits a couple bonus features while you're playing, and then it goes to the Crazy Time bonus game.
So you're saying it's combining lightning roulette,
combines lightning roulette
and Crazy Time,
and the bonus game from Crazy Time.
Can I say Crazy Time is? I don't know what kind of sets they do this game on, but the host can walk upstairs, opens a door, and goes into another room. I'd love to see the sets that they're working on.
A lot of it's probably basic stuff with green screen behind it. It's very cool the way they do it.
It's really cool to watch. Yeah. And by the way, they call these game shows, and that's a great term for it because these are game shows. Yes. It's a host there. I stream it on my smart TV, so it's like I'm watching TV, but I'm also winning money. So it's a lot of fun.
Now, this was launched overseas in 2023.
Okay.
It's now in the market here in New Jersey and Delaware. Now, I played this on Caesars Palace Online Casino.
Okay.
And by the way, if you go to Caesars Palace Online Casino, use the code Turnpike Launch when you first register and make your first deposit. You get 100% slot bonus up to $1,000 based upon your first-time deposit.
Okay.
2,500 rewards credits. Nice. That's nice there.
That's great.
And then you get $25 to play with for the first 7 days. Then it expires.
I love Caesars because I think I told you in another show that I actually have all the Caesars Online Casino apps on my phone, and then I have an app for my Caesars rewards so I can keep track of them. So it's great.
But this is a brand new game for the United States. New Jersey, Delaware, other states are going to follow.
Sure.
No word on whether it's going to stick strictly with the Caesars brand, but I would assume it's going to be Caesars first in a lot of places than other platforms.
Okay.
Now, the other game I have not played, but I came across it, and just watching the video for this was very interesting. Now, this one is from Pragmatic Play.
All right.
It's one of their brand new games called Three Dancing Monkeys.
Okay, I like it already. See, now I'm interested. I want to see Three Dancing Monkeys. If there's a chance I can see Three Dancing Monkeys, I'm going to play this game.
They do dance from time to time.
There you go. Perfect.
But they're mostly on the sides of the reels.
Okay.
And it's an Asian-inspired slot machine, traditional symbols from the Oriental lamps to the jars and, fans, Oriental fans in there. And you have to match combinations. And what happens with the monkeys?
Okay.
The monkeys are on the sides of the reels. And when you hit a certain combination, certain monkeys react to the combination and give you different bonus features.
Please tell me you have video playing of
video is playing.
Yes, of Dancing Monkeys.
Three dancing monkeys are playing.
I can't see any of the videos you're playing, so I'd love to see the Dancing Monkeys. So after this is done,
it's a very
you got to show
colorful,
me what video you're putting up.
Very colorful screen, by the way. Okay. Very fun game. It's very fast moving for what I've seen. I have not played this, and it's basically they have a dance floor involved in some of the bonus features where the dancing monkeys go.
Look, you had me at Dancing Monkeys, so yes, I'm going to play it, and definitely when we're done taping here, show me the video because I want to see Three Dancing Monkeys.
And this is I found this.
So where's this at?
BetMGM.
BetMGM. Okay, I have an account with BetMGM.
And well, if you don't have an account,
so
wait. If you don't have an account,
is it in New Jersey?
It's in New Jersey.
Okay.
Well, this is where I saw some of the video for it too.
Okay.
But if you go to BetMGM, you don't have an account like Dave here. Enter the word Turnpike in at your registration. You get 100% deposit match up to $1,000 when you deposit at least $10 with BetMGM. That's the casino side.
Wow.
Different offer for the sportsbook, by the way.
Okay.
Plus, you get a $25 casino bonus on the house.
And you get to see 3 dancing monkeys.
If you're lucky enough to hit the right bonus features.
If you see 3 dancing monkeys, consider yourself lucky in life. 3 dancing monkeys, regardless of where you are. You could be walking down the street. You see 3 dancing monkeys, you're a lucky person.
Okay, I want to know what streets you're walking on that you see 3 dancing monkeys, because that's kind of disturbing.
Yeah, I should go to Great Adventure. Do they have that safari again? See, now I want to see 3 dancing monkeys. So,
well, they do have the safari, by the way.
Okay,
they just changed the way you do it.
There's the dancing monkeys.
You can't bring your car.
I can actually see actual 3 dancing monkeys now.
Yes, yes. But that's it for the new games. Hope you guys enjoy them. They're actually really fun to play. The first one was really fun to play. I haven't played Three Dancing Monkeys yet.
I gotta tell you, I like talking about the Evolution game that you played on Caesars. What is it, Red Door Roulette?
Yep.
I like Lightning Roulette. I like Crazy Time, which kind of leads me to believe I'm going to like Red Door Roulette. I like roulette anyway. Our dad loves roulette. So
I actually enjoy Lightning Roulette. I don't play it too often. I'm not a really
Dad
big
likes
table
Lightning
game online.
Roulette. He's going to like this. Okay.
But that's it for the game announcements. We're going to start talking our casino jackpots right after this.
Rated in the best hearing aids of 2024, the Audion Atom 2 series offers superior sound quality and functionality for a fraction of the price. For just $189 a pair, the Atom 2 features 4 different hearing modes for all types of hearing loss. It packs crystal clear sound, a nearly invisible design, and is even rechargeable.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids. They're so comfortable, I forget I'm wearing them. And the sound is amazing.
The Atom Pro 2 is our smallest hearing aid yet, featuring advanced background noise cancellation, and is the world's first hearing aid with built-in UV cleaning that kills 99% of bacteria.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed without seeing a doctor or having a hearing test.
Join over 500,000 happy customers today and get the hearing you deserve.
Call 1-800-457-0924 or go to audionhearing.com to get your pair of Audion hearing aids starting at just $189.
Welcome back to Beating the House. We're in our casino jackpot segment of the show here, and I said at the top we're going to be crisscrossing the country, and boy, are we going to be crisscrossing this week.
Okay.
We're going to start off in Nevada.
All right.
And we haven't done one of these in a while because, well, we haven't seen one in a while. Harry Reid International Airport.
Oh, okay.
This is Gate D, as always. Gate D is the big one where all the jackpots have been coming out of.
Every gate has its own kind of gaming floor kind of thing?
There's not all of them. There's 2 or 3 gates that do not have slots or any kind of games.
We're talking
on it.
about Gate D.
This
right?
is like the main gate that people use to go in and out of Nevada with.
Okay.
The public, anyway. There's private gates, too.
By the way, and I said this before, every airport should have slot machines or like table games or something like that. Look, if you have to get there 3 hours before your flight, you got to have something to do, and so.
Well, I don't think this guy made his flight, so.
Okay. Oh, it must have been a good win.
This player who remained anonymous, the officials did not release the names of the name of the person here. He was over at D Gate waiting for his flight, so he decided to play the Wheel of Fortune Gold Spin Triple Red Hot Sevens machine.
Wheel of Fortune machine.
I've noticed the longer the name for a Wheel of Fortune machine, the bigger the jackpot. So if you can play something really, really long,
look for the big name of Wheel of Fortune.
If it takes you if it takes you 5 minutes to say the name of the slot machine, you've got a good shot.
You have it written down here: Wheel of Fortune Gold Spin Triple Red Hot Sevens.
You got it.
Jeez. Okay.
And we got a $5 bet on the Wheel of Fortune Gold Spin Triple Red Hot Sevens.
There you go. See, that's in my wheelhouse kind of thing.
Which kicked out $1,816,404.94
at the airport.
Waiting for a flight.
$1.8 million at the airport. But that's a good point. Obviously, when you win something like that, there's paperwork you have to fill out. So I'm assuming you probably missed his flight. So what happens? Do they? I know you just won $1 million. You can pay for another flight, but do they put you on another flight because you have to figure out, do the paperwork for the $1.8 million and get that all squared away?
Not to speak out of turn here for the airport, I don't know what they do.
Okay.
I would assume they pay for you to reschedule your flight.
You win $1.8 million, and you just can't leave the machine and jump on. You just don't take $1 million with you. There's stuff you have to do with the
identity verification,
stuff
all
like
stuff,
that,
yeah.
or I'm sure they have to go over to the machine, and I guess you get a giant check.
See, my question right off the bat would be: once this pops up on the screen, how long do you have to wait for the attendant to show up?
Oh, I'm sure they're right there.
I would hope so.
I guess so. I mean, this is not like a huge casino. This is,
it's a huge airport. It's a huge airport.
By the way, how frightening would it be if bells and whistles and sirens went off in an airport? I'd be terrified.
That's a good point.
People be jumping up and down. People running at an airport. So I'm curious to how that looked when it was at the airport, or what that sounded like at the airport, because I'd be scared to death.
Well, 1.8 million kind of soothes your nerves. Yeah. Anyway, we're leaving Nevada and we're going all the way across back here to New Jersey and Atlantic City. Different city, same game. Wheel of Fortune.
Wow, I told you that's the exact same game.
No word on whether it was the triple gold spin, quadruple, give you my money kind of thing, but it was the Wheel of Fortune slot machine.
All right.
Memorial Day weekend, as a matter of fact. Guy from Virginia was visiting Atlantic City, and he made a $7 bet in honor of the 7th anniversary of Ocean Casino.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
What a great... Boy, if the marketing people didn't jump on that, boy.
$7 bet,
nice.
$670,915.68.
Wow, okay.
Yes.
All right.
That's exactly how it was presented. It was a $7 bet, 7th birthday of the casino, 670. They hit the 70 more than the 600.
So he won
$670,915.68.
Wow. Okay. Nice. Okay.
Yes. And like I said,
Wheel of Fortune. That'd be nice if he did. I'm sure he'd be a great customer if he bet $7 because of 7th birthday. But
maybe they give everybody a $7 bet.
Might be some creativity in the writing of the press release.
Very could be. Okay. But like I said, we're crisscrossing the country this week. We're going back to Nevada now.
All right, back to
Nevada. Over to the Fremont.
All right.
Haven't done a Fremont in a while. Yeah. We've got a Wheel of Fortune progressive slot machine.
Another wheel? Is this the Wheel of Fortune report?
I guess so.
Going on here?
But Boyd Gaming's reporting a Wheel of Fortune machine kicked out a nice chunk of change on a $1.75 bet.
Oh, I love stories like that.
That's something I would do.
$1.75 bet. Okay.
Progressive jackpot of $416,949.
See, I wonder if that is
around 10 o'clock at night.
If I won something like that on a $1.75 bet, I'd be very happy. I'd be grateful. I'd be jumping for joy. Mm-hmm. But at one point in that night, I would be saying, "Gee, man, I wish I had bet $5."
Yeah,
something like that.
Or if I had bet $3 or something.
God. Yeah, if it was an even $2, you know how much more I would have won.
Well, we're going to be leaving Nevada, and we're going all the way back across the country. Not to Jersey this time. We're going to Delaware. Bally's Dover Casino Resort. We just talked about Dover.
Yeah, we saw they have a NASCAR race.
Yep.
They have a NASCAR track there. I think when we were on Fox Sports, I think Fox Sports in New Jersey, when they had a Fox Sports station, they sent us there. It was the loudest sporting event I've ever attended.
Yeah, you kind of lose your hearing after a while there. But we're going to Bally's Dover Casino Resort, like I said, and we've got a jackpot from the Blackjack's Matching Suits Progressive table game.
Huh, okay.
Again, the longer the name, the bigger the jackpot. We've got a no word on the bet size.
Okay.
But it was $365,992.30 paid out on the, I'm sorry, I forgot the Ace King Blackjack's Matching Suits Progressive.
See, that sounds like one of those table games that has one of those side bets going.
It's a specialty blackjack side bet.
Aha, see?
That pays out on suited Ace King combinations.
There are a bunch of these games that, the way you make your real money, it's like Pai Gow poker. You have your side bet. That's where you make most of your money. But this name screamed out side bet. So
well, if you think about it, the creative side bets allows you to keep the same blackjack tables, and you just add the side bet
kind of
it's great for spacing on the casino floor.
Well, the side bet kind of kicks it into the progressive arena kind of thing. So.
Well, we're leaving Delaware.
All right,
going back out to Nevada now.
Okay,
for a bingo jackpot.
Ooh, bingo.
As a matter of fact, it was the biggest bingo cash ball jackpot in Station Casino's history.
Station Casino is big on bingo.
Yes.
I mean, I forgot.
Beautiful bingo.
I forgot which one I was at.
We're going to the Santa Fe station for this.
Okay, I don't know if I could have even been in Santa Fe. I don't even know.
This was the 3 p.m. cash ball bingo game.
All right.
Now, a cash ball game is kind of have specific rules here. After you buy your cards, if you're playing in the cash ball tournament, you have to, what they do is they start the game, they draw the cash ball.
All right.
They raise it up to the audience, they announce what it is, throw it back into the whatever they call that thing, the thing where you draw the balls from. They do the game, and if you get bingo plus the cash ball as your last ball, you win the jackpot.
Wow. Okay.
Very kind of structured setup there.
Hey.
But we have a Las Vegan, that's in the press release.
Las Vegan.
Las Vegan. She's not a vegan. She's Las Vegas.
It actually looks like Las Vegan.
Yeah.
I mean, the way they
she's
wrote
not
it.
a vegan.
I know.
Clementine.
Las Vegan.
She won $199,576.
How much was that? I just stepped all over it.
$199,578 playing bingo.
Wow! Congratulations, Clementine.
I
love
bingo.
that name. That's a great name, Clementine.
I just got to get into bingo.
Well, hey, and it's we grew up Roman Catholic, and I guess that was the game of choice for our church. Or I think they had bingo tournaments. I kind of remember them doing it.
Got to start a bingo podcast.
Yeah, but they had the it was old fashioned. They had the cage with the balls in it.
The rotating cage,
yeah, stuff like that. So.
But they have you should see the schedule of games Santa Fe has for bingo. I mean, it's
that's big.
The entire website's about maybe 6 pages long of all different games.
Yeah,
but beautiful bingo room too. I got a picture of that flying up there on the screen if you're watching on TV.
Okay.
Last but not least, we're going across the country all over again to Florida.
Ah, okay.
And I'll do these real quick here. We're going to the Seminole Casino Hotel at Immokalee. We've got 4 jackpots.
4?
Totaling $485,709. We've got 4 players. On Sunday, April 27th, we're going back in time a little bit. $109,530 on a Dragon Link slot machine. The following weekend, $107,008 on a $5 bet on a Dragon Link slot machine again.
2 Dragon Links, huh? All right.
The next time was a $150,215 jackpot on a $5 bet on the Buffalo Link slot machine.
Buffalo Link.
We're going Dragon Link to Buffalo Link.
Okay.
And then the final one happened on May 12th, $118,956 on an Ultimate Fire Link slot machine.
Link. Okay.
No word on the bet size for that one.
If you want to, I guess if you want to make some money on slot machines, go look for the ones that are linked, I guess. I mean, judging by what's going on in the casino world today, I mean, the big jackpots seem to be Dragon Link or Buffalo Link or Ultimate Fire Link,
Well,
so always look for the link, I guess.
The word link refers to 2 different things. Number one, sometimes the machines are linked together for the progressive
that's
jackpots.
What I mean, more money, that's what I'm saying.
But when you have Ultimate Fire Link like that game, you have to link the wild symbols together on the screen.
Okay.
So that's where the link comes in initially.
Know what the link means.
Yeah.
But if you can, those things that are linked to other machines or linked to other properties and things like that, always look for them. I do anyway.
Congratulations to all the winners we talked about in this half hour. We only do $100,000 or more on this show. There are a lot more winners out there, so congratulations to everybody who's won a jackpot in the last week or two. I'll be back next week with another collection of jackpots. Info at TurnpikeSportsRadio.com. Keep sending the press releases.
Well, that'll do it for us this week. We'll see you next time with House of Cards.
Tried to swallow shame. build a house of cards around a loveless